Hey there guys, it's me, the ABC06 here, back with another video. Now, yes, it's been a while, but hey, I blame other people for this, so yeah. So, what we have here is one of the brand new M4 Mac Minis. Kind of got it because recently I've been using a, where is it? Over here I've been using a M1 MacBook Pro as my daily driver. Here it is here, handily. As you can see, all fully set up, doing work stuff earlier. Anyway, and I thought, why not get a desktop one that can constantly be at home? I can remote into access the NAS, which is just out of frame. I don't know if I'll be able to turn and show you. It's just behind that calendar, you can see it just there. Access that NAS and kind of just use it as a general server, see what I can do on it. And if that all fails, it's going to be a secondary desktop. Now, on the floor, out of view again, I have got a gaming desktop, which is pretty decently spec'd, but these things are meant to be quite power efficient and also not meant to run that hot. So my gaming desktop would normally heat this room up to about 25, 26 degrees, according to this generic thing, which is running out of battery massively. You can still see it in... you can't even see it in real life, it's actually dead. You could yesterday. Yeah, that thing normally says it's about 26, but that could also be with, again, out of shot. Ignore that cable mess. That 3D printer there running. That had a failed print on that I got slightly annoyed at last night. So yeah, let's see what's inside, because I have watched I've watched a few videos, but not many. Quite nice packaging, because this is just a box that came in. I just ripped the label off the side there. I'm assuming we open this up. We do. This is the first time I've bought a brand new Mac from Apple. I must admit, this packaging here that Apple have shipped the actual box itself in, you know, a box inside of a box, it's quite like hefty feeling. I wasn't expecting it to be quite as hefty feeling. That's an issue for later. That didn't hit me, thankfully. So this is the base spec, because obviously it's the best. So my one's it's got 16 gigs of memory, 256 storage. Ooh, you can actually feel the text on there. Anyway, 16 gigs of memory, 256 storage. That's all I need. In reality, I want to get a little Thunderbolt dock for it. So kind of, if I can put a picture on screen, something like that, because they just integrate nicely, and I'm going to plan to put it just out of view over there. Anyway, shall we get to opening this? We shall. Quite nice pull tabs. The only other thing I've had with pull tabs like this from Apple is the new iPhone, not iPhone 16, iPhone 15 Pro Max, which is what's currently recording this video, because you can do anything with an iPhone. I'm going to spin this around the right way so we can both see what's inside together. Not a whole bunch, I can guess. Wow. Chuck the box everywhere. First of all, I don't get why they cut out a hole here. It's not like that Apple logo's 3D the other way. It's actually more in the machine than anything. That feels glossy, so I'm sure I'll get my fingerprints all over that. So, quite simply, there's the M4 Mac Mini. Now, that is small. Obviously, this is the first time I've seen it in person. This is meant to be one of the first carbon neutral Macs. I believe the aluminium that's made for this is fully recycled and all that. It's quite, it's lighter than previous Mac Minis. So over here, for comparison's sake, is a 2010 Mac Mini. This isn't mine, this is a friend's that I was fixing for him. And then he got a new computer, so I don't really know what's going on with this. Yeah, this one's quite a bit more hefty, but this new one is quite a lot lighter compared to it. Obviously, the form factor is smaller, but I expected it to still kind of have that same heft. But hey, I think that's quite nice. Anyway, shall we do what we always do with this Apple packaging? See if we can slide it off. I don't think we can slide it off on this one. That's kind of a shame. I like to try and keep the packaging in the best condition I can. Ah, it's stickied on the side. Never noticed that. Fill that to there. I try and keep the packaging the best I can, so if I ever want to sell it again, I can sell it in brand new condition. Is it re-adhered that side? It really has. And it should be a case of just that bottom one and that final pull there. There we go. There's the unit itself. This just seems to, oh, upside down. User cards except for software license agreement. When was the last time you ever looked at one of those? Personally, never. I'm sure Apple will come knocking at my door. But hey, we live. Anyway, let's put this off to the side for one memento. And that, let's put that over there. And see what else is in the box. A very thin piece of cardboard. I was expecting that to be different and I don't know why. And for me, if I can get it out in one piece, that is. Hang on. Up you come. There we go. One UK power supply. Obviously, if you're in the US or whatever, this could be different. And it's nicely braided as well. I was just going to put in a generic one, but I wanted to keep the power cable for this machine. Now, I always break these little tabs, so... Oh, no, I didn't. There's a first for everything. There we go. That just kind of unravels like that, I guess. Wow. Very carbon neutral of Apple. And then down here, we have our little pamphlet of information. Let's put that back up there for a second. So inside this pamphlet, which I've not actually seen much coverage of, how do you open this pamphlet? Oh, is it meant to just slide out the top? Come on, out you come. Wonder if we get any Apple stickers. So we get a little, what seems to be starter guide. Welcome to Mac Mini. Turn on your computer by the power button. That's your ports. Learn, connect, setup files, support.apple.com, support.apple.com/contact. They seem to like the support.apple.com link. And then this is saying, avoid hearing damage. Oh, that ruins my Friday evening. Okay, I was saying about Wi-Fi networks, disposal and recycling, the 1-year limited warranty. I was tempted to get Apple Care on it, but then I thought, it's a desktop computer. Am I going to need Apple Care? So, interestingly, the first Apple product I've got with no stickers. I think even my AirPods came with stickers. You'll have to forgive me if I'm wrong though. I'm on about the Pro 2s here, and I did get them about a year ago. I don't like how this paper thing's designed. It's quite hard to put everything back in. Come on, down you go. There you go, that's mostly all off camera. As you can tell, amazing camera skills. I've been totally doing this all day, every day. Oh, I hate when you can't get packaging back in its box properly. Obviously haven't done it round tight enough or something. That might have to do for now. I want to put it back in properly, but I can't be arsed. Let's put these inside, because why not? You can go across like that. That seems nice. That in, then put that in. Then we should be able to grab the top and simply slide it back on. There we go. Quite nice and simple. If I do want to check, is I'm pretty sure it will. Yeah, the top image does line up to the same size. I must admit, the machine does look quite nice. It's nice in its aluminum finish, or aluminium, however you want to say it. I know I most probably should say it another way, but hey ho, we live. Now you have 3 Thunderbolt 4 ports, I believe, or I want to say Thunderbolt 4, but it might be Thunderbolt 5. Let me refer. I will double check. It is Thunderbolt 4. I'm not going mental. I seen someone say Thunderbolt 5 online when I was looking for Mac docs. Quite nice and simple design. Kind of, I don't want to say rubbery, but something that will grip the desk and squeaky plastic, as you can hear. Simple power button. I only opted for the normal gigabit Ethernet. I was debating 10 gig, but not being funny, we've only just got gigabit speeds here. There's not much of a point. In all HDMI, I don't know what HDMI that is. Let's go under the desk, plug it in, and see what we can get running on it. It's go underneath, find that power button. Is it this side? No, it's the other side. Side of the two Thunderbolt. Nope, Type-C ports. I think these are just Type-C and the buttons on the back of Thunderbolt. Anyway, let's turn it on and wait for the bong. That was incredibly quick. Let's go up to the screen. See if anything exciting happens. Well, not much exciting is happening. It does make me wonder if my display is on the right input. No signal. Ah, that might do it. Didn't plug in the HDMI cable fully. You know, small things like that do help. And there we go. We've now loaded into the setup and it's prompting us to connect a keyboard and mouse. Now, unfortunately, I'm still toying with the idea of getting a Magic Keyboard and Magic Mouse. Mainly because, as I say, I want to put it between a Windows computer and a Mac computer. So, give me a second, I'll grab my generic keyboard and mouse that I've been using for the past little while, and we will continue. Well, as you can see, we've now tucked away the Mac back there, that's where I want it to live, and we've gained a keyboard and mouse. So let's go through the initial setup, which I've not done for a little while, especially on this version of macOS. My MacBook ended up being restored to, I can't think of what OS it was. The one with the... To
use British English as the main language, press the return key.
I shall. Yeah, it came with the one that's got the blue and kind of purple background. I'm sure I'll find it later in this video. Select your country. Yep. I like the sound of that. I don't need accessibility for me. Software update. Yeah, why not? So it's now downloading the latest version of macOS Sequoia, which hopefully shouldn't take too long because this is quite fast internet, so it should just zip down. I thought I'd cut back in now, as it seems to be updated, and we can carry on from here. So it seems to have brought us back to the same screen where we started off. Yeah, United Kingdom, British, United Kingdom, that seems good. Most videos you watch on these seem to be all US. Migration Assistant. Now, as much as I have my MacBook over here, which I could transfer the data from, this has got basically everything I do for work on as well. So for now, I'm going to hit not now. I'm sure I can do that later though. Ah, the iCloud part. Now, every device I have gets a little ping and it wants me to enter a 2FA code. Yeah, I've read and I agree the iCloud terms of service. Right, full name, Alex Connerbear, that is my name. And as it's a bear, we shall do a bear. Same as I have on my MacBook. Now, I like to change my username just because force I have it. And as you can see, I set up a very long and secure password. So now talking to Apple, thinking about its life choices and why I bought it. Right, that I want to customise. So yes, we want location services, just Find My and all that. Yeah, that could be useful to some people. Don't see why I can't have that enabled. I'll keep Siri on. I've got a proper microphone hooked up to it, which is actually what's holding my phone at the moment. Yeah, turn on File Vault. Auto, please. I like it changing. I like it being light in the day and dark at the night. I'm weird like that. Welcome to Mac, and now it's thinking about life. Ah, continue. Thank you. Keyboard Setup Assistant. Your Razer device cannot be identified. Well, that's because it is a Razer. Yeah, I'll go with that. That's always been right for me. Well, here it is. I have 59 days left to add Apple Care. Let's just double check we did get what we paid for about this Mac. So we have got a 2024 Apple M4 Mac Mini with 16 gigabytes of memory. And our total disk space is 245 gigabytes. Well, it's not bang on 256, but you know what? It's damn close enough and it's damn good enough for my liking. Anyway, that's been an unboxing of the Mac Mini. I'm going to see how I get along with this Mac Mini. I might even go ahead and I'm going to attempt to edit this video on this Mac Mini. no idea how it's going to go, but we'll soon find out. If I have any extra information to put in after editing, I'll put it in here. Well, I've been using it now all evening. I've been using it just basic tasks, so I've had my Apple TV as a second monitor because, as I say, I've only got the one Thunderbolt dock back here somewhere, which is normally for my laptop. And I must admit, it's been quite good. It's not struggled at all. The hottest I've got it is 50 degrees. As you can see, I'm editing right now, and it's sat there about 44, 50. The only thing I will note, though, on my MacBook, the fan will turn off if it's not that warm. On this one, it's always constantly running at 1,000 RPM. Still not really noticeable. Like, obviously, I have a NAS over here, as I said before, so I notice that more than I notice the Mac. But obviously when it kicks up, and I haven't had it kick up, I forced the fans up just to see what it sounds like. It is audible. It's not annoying, but you know it's running and chugging on something hard. It's been an amazing machine. It's done everything I've asked it to. I think I am going to get an Apple keyboard because having Touch ID is so much easier. And well, not being funny, it's not like this keyboard hasn't had its good time of use, as you can see. But yeah. Back to Alex. This is me, Alex. This is another the APC06 video that hasn't happened for a very long time. I think about 4 years. But yeah, hopefully you enjoy. And I'll see you all maybe soon, maybe in a distant future. Cheerio.